Hello viewers, today we are going to look at the solution of first order differential equation. In my previous audio, we did look at the introduction and then how to form a differential equation. Today we are going to look at the solution of first order. So here, the differential equation will be given to you and then you will have to provide the solution of it. And then today we are going, there are in types, how to solve differential equation. We have different ways of solving them depending on the type of question given to you. Here we are going to look at if a type of question like dy dx is given to you as equal to what? A function, which is what? F of x. How to solve that one? With that one, we solve it by a method called direct integration. When it is given to you in this way, all you need to do is to straightforward integrate it and then you will be done with whatever that you are doing. So what I mean is, all you need to do is to make sure that the independent variable will be on one side and then dependent variable will be what? At the other side of the equation. Then you direct integrate it. So here we have the independent variable to be dx and then f of x here. So what you'll be doing is to just make them the subjects. So independent variable on one side. So this is the dependent variable, so it is on one side, and then the function x, which has the dependent variable, the independent variable, which is what? F of x times the x here. So when we make them subject, this is what? Let's say more or less like separating the variables, okay? So now the next thing is to direct integrate both sides of the equation. Then after integrating, you have your solution. Okay, so we have a question on the board which says that dy dx is equal to 5x squared plus cos 3x. How do we differentiate this? So just like I did, first thing that you have to do is to group them on the sides of the equal sign or of the equation. Okay, so you have dy dx. So dy will be here equal to 5x squared plus cos 3x bracket close times the x. So you multiply through the equation by what? The x. Okay, just to have what? The dependent variable on one side of the equation, the independent variables at the other side of the equation. So the next thing that you have to do is to direct integrating the equation. So now we integrate here and then we integrate here too. Okay, when you integrate dy, you get y equal to, now here we integrate this one and integrate that one separately. Okay, so when you integrate 5x squared, you'll be having 5 over 3x to the power what? 3. Then when you integrate cos 3x, you'll be having plus sign, okay? And then the 3 will divide the sign. So you'll be having 1 over 3, sine 3x, then plus constant of differentiation. So when you differentiate a differentiation without a limit, so if the differentiation should have had a limit, this constant wouldn't come. Okay, so this one means that we don't know the limit of the equation that we are dealing with. Okay, so now you realize that now we have our y to be equal to 5 over 3x to the power 3 plus 1 over 3 sine 3x plus the constant. This is the solution for the question, for the first question on the board, which is what? Y equal 5 over 3x to the power 3 plus 1 over 3 sine 3x plus c. You have your solution for that one. Now the second question on the board says that we should solve the differential equation x dy dx equal to 3 minus 2x squared. Now the first thing that we have to do is to group our independent variables on one side of the equation and then the dependent variables on the other side of the equation. Okay, so here the first thing I'll be doing is to divide both sides of the equation by this x, so that the x will come to this side to join the independent variables which are there. Okay, so you have what? Equal to 3 minus 2x squared over x, and then after that I'll multiply through by the x. So I have y dy equal to what? 3 minus 2x squared over x times what? The x. Okay, so here I can also go ahead and then separate them. I have 3 over x minus 2x squared over what? X times, they will both multiply what? The x. So having done that, then I'll try to simplify it so that when I'm differentiating it will be easy for me. So here you'll be left with what? 2x times what? The x. So one of the x, this x will cancel one of the x at the top. Okay, so now straightforward, then we move on to what? Direct integration. So I'll integrate here and I'll integrate here too. Okay, so when I integrate dy, I'll have y equating to, when I integrate 3, this 3 is a constant. Okay, so that one we don't integrate that constant. We can choose to factorize this 3 out from here and to left with 1 over what? X. So factorizing the 3 out, you write your 3. So here we'll be left with 1 over x. So when you integrate 1 over x to, you have a natural logarithm of what? X, which is what? Ln x minus, when we integrate 2x, okay, you'll be having 2 over 2 x to the power what? 2. Remember, this x has a power of 1, and integrating 2, you add 1 to the power, then the answer that you'll be having, you divide the solution by that particular answer or the power of the particular variable that you are working in. So here you have 2 over 2, then x to the power 2, then plus your arbitrary constant of integration. So here we have our solution. So what do we need to do next is to just what? Simplify this, and then you go your way. So our solution for the question will be y will be equal to 3 ln x minus, these 2 will cancel these 2, so we have 1. So we have what? X squared plus c, and this will give us the solution to the differential equation which is given to us on the board. So it's very simple. Okay, just try to group the variables, the dependent one on one side of the equation, the independent one on the other side of the equation. Okay, then you do direct integration, you integrate both sides of the equation, and then you, after that you'll be having your solution, and this will bring us to the end of today's section, which is what? The solution to first order differential equation. Have a nice day.